Unlocking the full potential of your Firestick through jailbreaking can be an enticing prospect, but lingering concerns often center around the safety of your device, especially the remote. Many users wonder, can jailbreaking brick your Firestick remote? In this article, we'll delve into this question and provide you with the information you need to make an informed decision. Let's start by unraveling the myths surrounding jailbreaking and the fear of bricking your Firestick remote. Contrary to popular belief, jailbreaking, when done correctly and responsibly, does not pose a direct threat to the hardware components of your Firestick, including the remote. The real risks lie in the software alterations and the sources from which you download third-party apps. Like many Firestick enthusiasts, my journey into jailbreaking began with a desire for more customization and access to a wider range of apps. I took the plunge, eager to unlock the full potential of my device. The process itself was straightforward, involving a few simple steps. However, the lingering fear of potential consequences lingered in the back of my mind. In the following sections, we will explore the risks associated with jailbreaking and discuss protective measures you can take to minimize these risks. By the end of this article, you will have a clear understanding of the safety implications of jailbreaking your Firestick and be equipped with the knowledge to make an informed decision without compromising the functionality of your beloved Firestick remote. One common misconception surrounding jailbreaking is the fear of bricking your Firestick remote. In my experience, this fear is largely unfounded. Jailbreaking, when done correctly and responsibly, does not pose a direct threat to the hardware components of your Firestick, including the remote. The real risks lie in the software alterations and the sources from which you download third-party apps. When you jailbreak your Firestick, you are essentially gaining access to the device's operating system and removing certain restrictions imposed by the manufacturer. This allows you to install third-party apps and customize your Firestick to suit your preferences. However, it's important to note that not all third-party apps are created equal. The risks associated with jailbreaking primarily stem from the sources from which you download these apps. Some third-party app stores may host malicious software that can compromise the security and functionality of your Firestick. It's crucial to exercise caution and only download apps from trusted. Additionally, software alterations made during the jailbreaking process can potentially lead to instability and performance issues. This is why it's important to follow reputable guides and ensure that you understand the changes you are making to your device. In the next section, we will delve deeper into the risks associated with jailbreaking and discuss the precautions you can take to protect your Firestick and its remote. By understanding these risks and taking appropriate measures, you can enjoy the benefits of jailbreaking without compromising the safety and functionality of your device. When it comes to jailbreaking your Firestick, it's important to understand the potential risks involved. While the act of jailbreaking itself doesn't brick the Firestick remote, it does open the door to potential vulnerabilities. One of the main risks is the possibility of downloading third-party apps from untrusted sources. These sources may host malicious software that could harm your device's functionality and compromise its security. To mitigate this risk, it's crucial to be cautious about the sources you trust and only download apps from reputable and well-known app repositories. Another risk to consider is the unauthorized modifications made to the system during the jailbreaking process. These modifications can lead to instability, crashes, and other performance issues. It's important to understand that altering the device's operating system comes with certain risks, and it's essential to follow reputable guides and understand the changes you are making to your device. By being aware of these risks and taking appropriate precautions, you can minimize the potential negative impacts of jailbreaking your Firestick. In the next section, we will discuss the protective measures you can take to safeguard your device and ensure its optimal performance and security. When it comes to jailbreaking your Firestick, it's crucial to take proactive measures to mitigate the risks involved. One important protective measure is to carefully choose the sources for third-party apps. It is recommended to only download apps from reputable and well-known app repositories. By doing so, you can minimize the chances of downloading malicious software that could harm your device's functionality and compromise its security. This way, you can enjoy the benefits of jailbreaking while keeping your Firestick remote safe. Another protective measure is to regularly update your apps and firmware. Keeping your apps up to date ensures that you have the latest security patches and bug fixes, reducing the risk of firmware updates, on the other hand, provide improvements to the overall performance and stability of your Firestick. By staying up to date with these updates, you can ensure optimal performance and security for your device. In addition to these measures, it's also important to exercise caution when installing new apps. Before downloading an app, take the time to read reviews and check the app's permissions. Be wary of apps that request excessive permissions or have a high number of negative reviews. This will help you avoid potentially harmful apps and further protect your Firestick remote. By following these protective measures, you can enjoy the benefits of jailbreaking your Firestick while minimizing the risks associated with it. In the next section, I will share my personal experience with jailbreaking and the lessons I've learned along the way. Having jailbroken my Firestick several months ago, I can attest to the benefits of increased flexibility and access to a broader range of content. By unlocking the full potential of my Firestick, I have been able to enjoy a wide variety of streaming options and customize my device to suit my preferences. However, this journey hasn't been without its challenges. I've encountered occasional app crashes and performance hiccups, which have taught me the importance of responsible jailbreaking practices. It is crucial to be mindful of the apps and modifications you install, as some may not be fully compatible with your device or may contain bugs that can affect its stability. To mitigate these risks, I have learned to carefully research and select the apps I install, ensuring they come from reputable sources. Reading user reviews and checking app permissions have become routine steps in my jailbreaking process. This way, I can avoid potentially harmful apps and minimize the chances of encountering issues with my Firestick remote. Regularly updating both the apps and firmware has also proven to be essential. These updates often include bug fixes and security patches that address vulnerabilities and improve overall performance. By staying up to date, I can ensure a smoother and more secure experience with my jailbroken Firestick. In conclusion, it is important to understand that the fear of bricking your Firestick remote through jailbreaking is largely a myth. The real concern lies in the potential risks associated with unauthorized software modifications and third-party app sources. As someone who has personally navigated the world of jailbreaking, I can attest to the benefits it can bring, but I also recommend approaching it. When jailbreaking your Firestick, it is crucial to use reputable sources for apps and modifications. This ensures that you are installing software that is safe and compatible with your device. Reading user reviews and checking app permissions are simple yet effective ways to gauge the reliability of an app. Regularly updating both the apps and firmware is another important step in mitigating risks. These updates often include bug fixes and security patches that address vulnerabilities and improve overall performance. By staying up to date, you can minimize the chances of encountering issues with your Firestick remote. Ultimately, responsible jailbreaking can enhance your Firestick experience without compromising its core functionality. By being mindful of the apps and modifications you install, using reputable sources, and staying informed about the potential consequences, you can enjoy the benefits of increased flexibility and access to a broader range of content while keeping your Firestick remote safe and secure.